You can't tell me Henry Cavill Superman wasn't one of the most grandiose, legendary, awe-inspiring characters ever written in a script. This video was too easy for me to make. Today we're counting down the top 10 aura moments of Henry Cavill Superman. I'm talking about those scenes where words weren't necessarily needed because the vibe spoke fluent Kryptonian. Welcome, my name is Zach. Come on in, grab a seat. If this is your first time to the Super Reel, we're glad to have you. And if you enjoyed this video, watch my Captain America top 10 aura moments. But let's just jump right into the video. Starting off the list at number 10, we have the oil rig rescue scene from Man of Steel. Look how this guy just crushed and tossed this steel door like cardboard. He steps through enveloped in fire so they can all get a good look at this ore farming. These John Does quite literally can't believe their eyes. He leads them to the top of the rig and buys time for everyone to escape, but this isn't OSHA approved at all. That's just Old Testament Superman. At number 9, we have the classic diner scene from Man of Steel. This D-bag is harassing the nice waitress and doesn't want to leave quietly. He then pushes Kal-El and he goes back flying 5 feet. Superman's looking at him like, you know how many ways I can embarrass you right now? Luckily, the waitress saved this guy's life. There is aura in showing restraint. But even Superman has his limits. Look what he did to this guy's 18-wheeler, LOL. At number 8, we have Superman stopping the world engine in Man of Steel. Metropolis is actively being devastated. Zod's world engine is making everything more like Krypton, thus Superman is weaker around it. He is under immense gravitational pressures, and what does my boy do? He looks right up and says, all the glory's up there, so he takes off, flies right through the world engine, and collects 10,000 plus aura on his way out for his troubles.
He did it.
At number 7, we have Superman's first flight in Man of Steel. This guy is drinking up those sun rays, and when he puts his fist on the ground and you see that snow start to levitate, I knew we were in for something special. He takes off with the earth shattering under him, and this shot is just epic. He's zipping through the clouds. He goes from the Arctic to the Sahara in a matter of moments. You see him break the sound barrier over the water, and you can tell he's having a great time being Superman. I just love this scene. He flies into space and then re-enters the atmosphere. It's just freaking cherry.
Catch my dive in the water. Fucking cherry. Nice.
At number 6, we have the Day of the Dead rescue scene. Superman rescues a little girl from a burning building. And just look at this hero worship. Everyone's reaching out to touch a living god, just trying to cop a feel of that Kryptonian fabric. This scene just radiates aura. I mean, has any other superhero been treated like this ever on screen? Let me know in the comments, but this scene lives rent-free in my head. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, smash that subscribe button. This is the best account under 1,000 subs. At number 5, we have Superman seeing the Flash in the Justice League Snyder Cut. Actually, both Justice League movies had this scene, and I dare say it was the most talked about scene in the theatrical release. Maybe the only scene that was badass in the theatrical release. So we know the context of the scene. Superman has woken up from death, and his mind isn't totally right, and he fights the Justice League. But usually no one sees Barry when he's running until now. Barry is visibly baffled. Superman throws hands and is about to finish Flash in epic fashion until he's saved, but this scene was just epic and a reminder of how fast Superman really is. Even though he didn't land a punch on Barry because he's Barry, right? Superman still shows incredible speed, and this scene is just epic. We all knew this scene was coming. At number 4, we have Superman stealing clothes in Man of Steel. Look at this guy, that's 5% body fat. This isn't your father's Superman. My guy is giving Superman energy with or without the cape. Henry Cavill was pulled straight from the comics. Came from around the house just to ore farm, and you know he was doing pull-ups off screen, LOL. Look at his lats. Say what you want about Zack Snyder, but he made sure the audience felt that this Superman was truly the Man of Steel. Up next, we have Superman saving a family from a flood in Man of Steel. This scene is short, but it's filled to the brim with aura. Shout out to whoever had the mental wherewithal to grab a can of paint, LOL. But I love how grandiose Superman looks in this shot. You can tell this mother's at her wit's end. She reaches out to Superman, who can move at super speeds, mind you, but he's like, nah, you're gonna witness this ore farming first. He's up there waiting for flash photography. If you had time to grab a can of paint, you had time to grab a camera. At number 2, one of my favorite scenes, we have Superman's black suit first flight from Justice League Snyder Cut. We hear both fathers, Jonathan Kent and Jor-El, speaking words of encouragement. We see the rocks around him levitate in a way we haven't seen before. This was way more than in Man of Steel, symbolizing how powerful Superman has become. He flies straight up into space, the domain of the gods, the birthplace of aura, and we get one of the most, if not the most beautiful shots of Superman of all time. Look at the spectacle, feel the vibe. This is it. If the planet is is at stake and I had to pick one Superman to save us all, I'm calling Henry Cavill Superman. Sure, the collateral damage will be high, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. There's not many scenes I would put above this scene. In fact, there's only one. But first, the honorable mention. For the honorable mention, we have Superman recharging in space in Batman v Superman. Anytime Superman is forced to recharge in space, times are tough. But when he opens up his eyes and it's a laser eyes, you know he's very upset and it's go time. There's just something about the laser eyes without the heat vision that's badass. That controlled aggression just radiates aura. Then he proceeds to crack the sky open and hit Doomsday with a blow that would take out or at least incapacitate literally everyone else. This scene had to be on this list somewhere. And at number 1, we have Superman versus Steppenwolf. Not impressed. Justice League Snyder Cut.
Not impressed.
Steppenwolf was pretty menacing and was giving the Justice League all they could handle. It was pretty much an even fight, all things considered. But when Kal-El shows up, the difference in power is immediately recognizable. He takes Steppenwolf's axe to the upper trap like it's nothing. It's like Steppenwolf hit diamond. Superman proceeds to flash freeze his axe and shatters it. You have Hans Zimmer Man of Steel theme playing in the background and it's just amazing. Superman then just starts having fun with the guy, avoiding his attacks like it's nothing. He's gracious enough to let his teammates get some licks in too. Big Superman for the win. He lasers off Steppenwolf's horn, then starts wailing on him, the shocks from his hits reverberating throughout the battleground. This scene was just perfect. It showed every bit of how powerful Superman really is. And then Darkseid pulls up and my boy just stares him down. No sign of worry. Staring down evil itself. Absolute cinema. So which scene is your favorite? What scene did I leave out? Let me know in the comments. And who should I do next? Marvel or DC? It does not matter. And hey, if you've stayed this long, smash that subscribe button. I gotta be better than the last bloke you just watched. This is the best account under 1,000 subs. And if you like this video, go check out my Captain America top 10 aura moments. Click here to spam more of my content. And as always, thank you for inviting me into your home and thank you for joining me in mine. I will see you guys in the next video.